Let us sing in the silence. In the silence, there is a sacred place, a secret meeting place. Love is there. In the silence, where every color blends and every rainbow ends, good is there. In the light, now you find that you know peace of mind. In the silence, your path is paved in gold, and all your dreams unfold. Love is there. Peace is there. Truth is there. God is there.
With a gentle breath, I invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze if that's comfortable. Simply relax for just a moment into your seat. Let the tension in your shoulders and neck drop away. Just become aware of your breath. Softly become aware of your breath. And feel yourself deepen a little bit more into this sacred place. This place in consciousness, this place where we know that love is there. Peace is there. God is there. In timeless moments in the silence, I discover myself anew. In timeless moments in the silence, I discover myself anew. Myself, my capital S self, that in me, that is an individualized expression of the one. That place where I know that God is here. Love is here. Peace is here. Joy is here. In the stillness within, in the silence within. And so we pause for a moment and simply breathe, knowing that we are one with the one. I am one with the one. God is here. Love is here. Peace is here. In the stillness and in the silence. In timeless moments in the silence, I discover the truth anew. I discover the truth of I am anew. I am one with the one. 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 Knowing this truth, I invite you to bring your awareness back to this time and space, this manifest experience here on playground planet Earth. But bring back an awareness that love is always here. Peace is always here. Joy is always here. Because God is always here. And I am one with the one. Say that with me now. I am one with the one. I am one with the one. And so it is, and so we let it be. Amen.
In the silence, there is a sacred place, our secret meeting place. Love is there. In the silence, where every color blends and every rainbow ends, good is there. In the light, now you find that you know peace of mind. In the silence, your path is paved in gold, and all your dreams unfold. Love is there. Peace is there. Truth is there. God is there. Yes. And as we prepare to receive Rev Todd's message, let us do this song. I'm pretty sure that most of us know it. It is called We've Come This Far by Faith. Come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord, trusting in God's holy word. It's never failed us yet. Oh, can't turn around. We've come this far by faith. Just the other day, well, I heard a man say that he didn't believe in God. But I can surely say that I found a way, and it hasn't failed me yet. Oh, 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 we've come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord, trusting in God's holy word. never failed us yet. Oh, I can't turn around. We've come this far by faith. Do not be discouraged when troubles come your way. God will bear our burdens and turn your night into day. Oh yes, oh, we've come this far by faith. Come on now, leaning on the Lord, leaning on the Lord, trusting in God's holy word. It's never failed us yet. Oh, I can't turn around. We've come this far by faith. Oh, can't turn around. We've come this far by faith. One more time. Oh, can't turn around. We've come this far by faith.
That was a lovely song, Deidrey, but I didn't know it. Did y'all know that song? No. So, okay. That's why we weren't singing more with you. Happy Sunday, friends. At the beginning of this, I still can't believe it's 2024, but at the beginning of 2024, we talked a little bit about altars and what an altar means metaphysically, and you can go and look that up, but we have different altars every month. And Kay, thank you for this beautiful altar today. When Kay was telling me about her altar, and I invite everyone after service to come and take a look, and online, you can zoom in on this if you want to real quick so people can see this. Kay told me the theme of her altar was faith, family, and friends. These things that she places on the altar, that which supports her and reminds her that God is and I am. And I think and I pray and I do. That's the abbreviation of our 5 principles. God is, I am, I think, I pray, I do. And faith, family, and friends, we get to put that on the altar of our hearts. That place in consciousness where we remind ourselves that there is only one power, and I am one with the one. We rest in the truth that there is, at least at the level of spirit, only love. Right? There is only absolute good and unconditional love in the core of who we are. And so then our task becomes showing up to be love. That all our actions come forth from the good that is the truth of who we are. And I don't know if y'all have noticed it, but sometimes we don't live up to that here in our manifest experience of Playground Planet Earth. And it only bothers us, sorry to tell you this, right? Lori knows. It only bothers us when somebody else doesn't show up with all their good, because sometimes we don't show up with all our good and we're still holding on to that. And so we have to do that own introspective work. See where our faith is. Because those people that say, I don't have faith, anybody ever met somebody that said, I don't have faith? I don't have faith? And we all have faith. We all have faith. Everyone who is breathing right now on, Playground Planet Earth has faith in something, but it might be faith in lack, in limitation. It might be faith in separation, or they might have faith in abundance and oneness and in love. And so sometimes that truth of faith, that truth of oneness, that truth of I am is what we have on our altar. And sometimes it's not. Sometimes what we place on our altar of stone, and that we've carved into that stone is something that's more related to fear. Something you're afraid of, lack, limitation. Fear separates us. And so we have to efface with faith. All these times the disciples would show up for our way shower, Jesus, and Jesus would be like, oh, ye of little faith. You heard that? Oh, ye of little faith. I keep telling you the same things. I keep showing you over and over again. And all you have to do is have faith the size of a mustard seed. I don't know how I came up with this word effacing. It was, but remember every talk this year is going to start with the letter E, because I had to give myself something creative, some challenge. And so effacing with faith. Effacing comes from an old French word, and Kathy will correct me if I tell this wrong. Effacer. Effacer. Everybody say effacer. It means to wipe out or destroy. It literally means to remove the face. If we have carved something in fear onto our altar, we have to efface that with the truth. The truth that there is only God is, I am. I think, I pray, I do. And you also might remember that this is the fourth Sunday of Lent. We are in this season of overcoming that our way shower modeled for us. And this fourth Sunday is the Sabbath. Charles Fillmore writes about the Sabbath. And there's that's one of those things that we can use to separate us, because there are some traditions that think the Sabbath starts on Friday night and goes until Saturday night. There are some people that think that the Sabbath is all day Saturday. Then there's a lot of people that think the Sabbath is Sunday. And the truth is that the Sabbath is that time when we rest in the truth. We rest in our oneness with the one. We pause and we know the truth. And so you can have a Sabbath in every single moment that you bring your awareness back to the truth, that there is no separation. There's no separation from you and any other person. There's no separation from you and the Mother, Mother Earth. There's no separation, that this is all just one big, beautiful, loving energy that is showing up in so many different manifest forms. Isn't that an amazing thing to consider? I am one with the one. I am one with the one. Say that. I am one with the one. So we get confused over something like the Sabbath because we think, because if you go back to Genesis, on the seventh day he rested. I don't know if y'all know this, but a man wrote that. And so the Sabbath as an institution was established by man. Have you ever noticed that the ongoing expression of life, have you noticed that sometimes it just pauses? And you're like, what's happening? No, because that does not happen. God, the energy, the principle of life, of love, of wisdom, does not stop. It is always coming forth through and as us. It is with every breeze that blows down this beach out here. It's with every wave that comes up and crashes on the shore. It's with every breath that we take. So the Sabbath is not about taking a rest from life. It is about taking a rest from that which separates us. lack and limitation and separation. It is wiping clear all of these error thoughts that would have us think anything other than the truth of who we are. When we rest in the truth, when we have our faith in the truth that I am one with the one, when we rest in that truth, this is our realization. This is from a daily word from July 3rd, 1928. My realization for today, I rest in the assurance that there is nothing to fear. And I have no fear of the future, no fear of financial troubles, no fear of other persons. I love that. I rest in the assurance that there is nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. I rest in the assurance that there is nothing to fear. That feels to me like a statement of truth. A statement of truth. There, when I go looking, because I got this word effacing. I got distracted by that. So I turned to this is a unity tract called unselfishness as a factor in body sustenance. There is an effacement, a letting go, or as symbolized in the life of Jesus, the crucifixion of self, lowercase s, the crucifixion of self, a doing away in consciousness with the limited ideas of man and his relation to God. We give up ideas that we are limited and that we are not connected. Because let me tell you what, you open up your cell phone and look at any news organization, you turn on the radio, you turn on the TV, you go to any kind of outlet now, of spin. It's all spin now. And you're going to find 100 reasons to say that you're separate from. That there's someone or something to be afraid of. Did you hear any fear statements this week? Any at all? Maybe a few? I rest in the assurance that there is nothing to fear. You can say that every time something shows up. I rest in the assurance that there is nothing to fear. Say that with me. I rest in the assurance that there is nothing to fear. No person, no thing, no poverty. There is nothing to fear because God is, I am, I think, I pray, I do. God is, I am, I think, I pray, I do. All men have the divine ideal self, capital S self, and it is expressed by them to the extent that they recognize it and efface the little personal self. Let go of that personality that wants you to believe that you are separate from, that you are less than, that you're not worthy, that there's not enough, that whatever that voice back there that chatters away. You may have that voice. I have a whole choir. Don't be jealous though. Don't be jealous. But it chatters away and says all kinds of things that would have us believe that we're not connected to the one. And the truth is, we're not really connected to the one. We are the individualized expression of the one. The individualized expression of the one that has come forth in this moment to know itself fully as you. And to know itself fully as you is going to include the deepest of sorrows and the most joyous laughter and elation. Because all of that is part of this manifest experience here on Playground Planet Earth. And the more we try to fight feeling either the sadness or the joy, the longer they last. That's not true. It's those lower vibrations. The more you try to fight them and ignore them, the longer they last. And if you try to focus on and hold on to the joy and the happiness, it slips away because you start judging it and you're like, oh, why isn't this staying? Why isn't this staying? And that makes it leave even faster. Stop trying to think that it's limited and just ride the flow and know that all of this is showing up and that there is nothing to fear. So we erase what we're afraid of. We efface with our faith. Dr. Leroy Dale was the leader of the Unity Training School in the late 1940s. And oddly enough, he was also a chiropractor. And he said, what we understand, we do not fear. What was that, Carol?
She's listening to you as well as me.
Even Siri is on the edge of her seat. What we understand, we do not fear. We gain spiritual understanding through the study of truth, and when we have built a consciousness of confidence and trust in God. To the kingdom of God. And the only thing that stands in opposition to the kingdom of God is our thinking and feeling nature, believing that we are separate from, that we are undeserving of, that there's not enough to go around. So do you have faith in unlimited supply and potential? Yes. Say that. Yes. This is what we teach and what we believe. In consciousness, there is an unlimited supply to meet every human need. There is a divine idea waiting to come forth through you. But you must believe, you must put your faith in the truth that God is and I am, and I think, I pray, and I do. One more time. God is, I am, I think, I pray, I do. I do. I do. Because it's not enough to know the truth. We must put that truth into action in our lives. And when we do that, we open ourselves to receive the kingdom. God is, I am, I think, I do, I pray, I do, because I am one with the one. I am one with the one. I am one with the one. And so it is, and so we let it be. Thank you, friends.
Thank you, Rev Todd. This talk reminded me of being on my knees with my grandma. And she would always quote, it was Psalm 26, the Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear? And the other psalm that she also did with me was, the Lord is my shepherd. And that one really helped to remind me of to put my faith in God. Susie, I just want to remind you that there are people speaking in this one. So we don't have to worry about the talking that you will hear. Those are the voices of the people that have helped me with this project.
Brangus Dieve,
Espíritu Sagrado,
Hallega
Sacro
Geist,
Spirito, Padre di
молитва до Святого Духа.
Hanin Allah Tan Tanis Kolatatin.
We're all praying together as one.
全能嘅上主，
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me, restores me. I am guided in the paths of righteousness. It's my comfort to know I'm never alone. Oh, I release my fear, because God is my source in all things.
Mon Dieu, nous toutes plagues animaux. Nous crions à sous, à tant qui pas finanzieren.
Adacht ons zo, Elohim.
Wir danken für unsere Familien, Freunde und Gesundheit und die Liebe, die
The
wir
Lord
teilen.
is my shepherd, I shall not want. Anointed, my cup fills, and I overflow. I am held, I am loved in the arms of God. I am guided every day in every way. It's my comfort to know I'm never alone. Oh, I release my fears, because God is my source in all
En este momento pedimos una
things.
conexión más profunda en estos tiempos de incertidumbre.
I release my fear, because God is my source in all things. The Lord is my
Estamos
shepherd,
agradecidos por nuestras familias,
et pour l'amour que nous partageons avec les autres.
Ми повсякчас віримо і знаємо, що всі наші потреби будуть задоволені, сироти будуть нагодовані, наша свобода повернута.
我哋有信心，有一日我哋會再擁有安好同埋健康。
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures, leads me beside still waters. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear nothing, for God is with me. His rod and staff comfort me. Prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Anoints my head with oil, and my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy follows me, because I know that no matter what challenges come my way, in and through it all is God. In and through it all is good. And I rest peacefully knowing that wherever I am, say it with me, God is. God is. I release the fear, because God is my source in all things.
Pace, cura, la pace.
Dios está allí.
Merci,
Там є
God
мир,
is here.
там є добро.
Love is here.
Gott ist da.
Peace is here.
Ist da.
Wherever I am, God is.
Amen.
The Lord is my shepherd.